Hello and welcome to the Weather Hazard Briefing presented by National Weather Service Pocatello for Monday, February 17th. Happy Washington's birthday celebration. Okay, this is what you'll see in this briefing. We have more rain and snow for today. We have more rain and snow for Tuesday. We have more rain and snow for Wednesday. So it really is, we are definitely in a wet pattern through the rest of this week as well. And including the rain and snow for today and tonight, we have some windy conditions. This will cause some blowing and drifting of snow. It'll be more breezy on Tuesday into Tuesday evening. And then after that, winds should quiet down some. Okay, here's our satellite image showing the mass of clouds moving through. Plenty of moisture here available to generate some snow. We were under winter weather advisories and winter storm warnings yesterday, and those have continued. They will continue today and overnight, and tomorrow morning they will expire, and that's when the bulk of the snow will be with this storm. Looking out into the Pacific, the storm that comes in on Wednesday afternoon is located in this mass of cloudiness. This will be bringing in, of course, it's more from the subtropics. It'll be much more mild air, but that does mean it will carry more moisture. And so, but a lot of it will be rain, snow, not as much. At least that's the way it looks like right now, but stay tuned. So this is the current advisory and warning in effect for today and tonight. You can see for us in the pink here, this is a winter storm warning, which means for most of these locations, it's snow in excess of 8 inches to a foot. Winter weather advisories are something lower, usually anywhere from 1 to 8 inches for these areas down in here. And we will add in, especially in these southern areas, there will be some strong winds that may cause blowing and drifting of snow, especially if the snow is not crusted over from previous days. So here's our weather risk outlook for the week. You can see it's mostly the bad weather, sort of all front-loaded here on today and tonight. So we have snow and windy conditions for the southeast highlands and eastern highlands where those winter storm warnings continue. And then for the south hills and actually a good portion of the southeast highlands, we actually have just the advisory out. But more rain and snow there. Rain and snow in the Snake Plain in the Magic Valley. Rain and snow in the Lost River area and Wood, Sawtooth, and Lemhi County all getting snow, and maybe in the Wood River Valley some lower elevation rain as well. On Tuesday, we continue to get rain and snow, but it's in lighter amounts, and we'll look at a breakdown of that and how it happens. We'll continue to be breezy for the Snake Plain in the Magic Valley, the South Hills, and the Southeast Highlands, so basically the southern half of our forecast area. And then on Wednesday, more rain and snow, but again, it's actually pretty light until you get into the afternoon when it'll start to accelerate, at least for some of these locations. And it'll carry into Thursday at only places outside of the central Idaho mountains. So they'll start to see things dry up here in those. And then by Friday, there's just a slight chance of snow and rain for the southeast and eastern highlands. At least at this point, again, stay tuned. We do have to have a pretty massive pattern shift for this to change like it is, and it hasn't happened yet, so we'll sort of standing by for that one. So here's first our day today. We can see it's primarily snow. This storm is still well out to sea. It will be slow coming, and these have all been streaming out of northwestern Canada, so snowfall amounts for the first one was pretty good, but subsequent ones coming out of here for Tuesday won't be as strong. And you can see they are forecasting this hatched area here of some heavy snow continuing, and that is definitely true. But first we'll look at temperatures. So for today, we are looking at most of the Snake River Plain and Eastern Magic Valley getting above freezing to slightly above. Even Stanley is warming to 29 degrees, Chalice 33. And then overnight, there'll be some thinning of the clouds over sort of the northern part of our forecast area. You can see temperatures dropping into the teens there, but actually staying very mild in the south. 31, the overnight low with Pocatello after a 34-degree high this afternoon. Here's how the snow evolves. You can see it's during the day today, obviously, with the colder temperatures in the morning. We have better snow accumulations, even some places approaching 6 inches here in the Northeast Highlands. And it tapers off a little bit here in the afternoon. That's mostly due to warmer temperatures, maybe producing a rain-snow mix in a lot of locations. And still pretty light, though, over the central Idaho mountains. And then tonight, even lighter still, widespread by after 11 p.m. of everywhere less than an inch, and probably a lot of this is a skiff to just half an inch of snow. The other factor today will be winds. You can see, winds, basically it takes 25 mile an hour winds to blow snow around as far as gusts are concerned. So these areas in here with the darker yellowish green is where you'd probably see the most blowing snow, but there's a lot of crusting snow there, so maybe not as big a factor today. And then during the overnight hours tonight, you can see the winds continue, and in fact increase here during the evening hours at places like over the American Falls Reservoir and near the airport here in Pocatello, and then up here south of Idaho Falls. You can see it does tail off a little bit here during the late night hours tonight. And here's a 24-hour snowfall total. That'd be from 5 a.m. today to 5 a.m. Tuesday. Wherever you see yellow, that's 6 inches or more. So it's mostly limited to higher elevations, but you can see it is primarily focused here on the eastern and southeast highlands. Not as much over here in the southern hills. And you can see it's starting to develop again, but most of the heavy stuff is still in our neighboring office, Boise's area. Okay, here's the outlook for Tuesday. Again, still staying snow for the most part, but you can see there are areas where it'll get nothing here today. And it's mostly light snow. So starting out with temperatures, it will warm to about the same as the day before, maybe a degree less in some of the northern portions. Stanley warming to 28. And then look at the overnight lows. This is when it really clears out. Will be Tuesday night. You can see Stanley back down below 0. Pocatello goes from an overnight low of 31 to a low of 24. You can see Pocatello only gets to a high of 32 after a morning low. Hard to say what it'll be then, but it just temperatures fluctuating right around freezing almost all day. So a lot of this could be rain with a little bit of snow, and so accumulations widespread below a half an inch or below 1 inch, and a lot of this probably below half an inch to a skiff. And same thing here, a lot of places changing over to rain here in the afternoon, and snow is definitely more limited. And same thing overnight, you can see how it just sort of peters out, and again the clouds thin out and allows temperatures to get a lot colder here, especially in the central Idaho mountains. So here's the 24-hour snowfall for Tuesday and Tuesday night. Again, it struggles to get to 1 to 2 inches. It's mostly in the higher elevations and the passes. Some of these areas may be getting 3 to 6, but pretty limited to just the few passes that reach the extremely high elevations going into Wyoming or across the Bear River Range or across the Centennial Mountains. Gusts continue, not quite as strong. You can see here there are some isolated patches, though, where it gets to 30 to 35 miles an hour. So that would definitely keep the snow blowing around if there is any. And then you can see here, by the time you're getting just gusts to 25, probably not seeing a whole lot of snow moving. And so by 5 p.m., the wind influence on snow and the blowing and the drifting will be a lot subdued. Okay, here's Wednesday. You can see we're starting to get warmer air in here. So we have some areas where it'll be snow, but a lot of areas where it'll be a mixed precipitation, either snow changing over to rain during the warmer hours of the day or a rain-snow mix. And here you can see why. Look how much warmer we have above freezing, reaching all the way to Idaho Falls now. And you can see really very little change in temperature. In fact, a lot of these, especially Pocatello southward, probably warming overnight. This is just the coldest temperature that evening, and it may just sit and fluctuate around 33 degrees for Pocatello, because that's the same as its high on Wednesday afternoon. Here's a snowfall for the 24 hours on Wednesday, from 5 a.m. Wednesday through Wednesday night and 5 a.m. Thursday. Not a lot of accumulation, fairly light. Nothing here really to that's memorable. 2 to 3 inches at the most in the Snake River Plains, so probably not going to see any sort of advisory or certainly not a warning for any of this. Again, the heavy snow is happening over in Boise's area through 5 a.m. Thursday. This does have a chance to spread Thursday into this area, but as you can remember, it was pretty mild, not a whole lot of snow going on. That's all I have. If you have any further questions, you can contact us through this telephone number here, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, or check out the weather yourself at weather.gov/Pocatello. Thanks for watching.